got the better beard here, Norm? Me or you? Oh, you got the nicest beard of all, sweet boy. Yes, you do. Hey guys, Farmer G and Norm here. It's Sunday, March 1st already. Can you believe it? Can you believe it, Norm? I can't believe it either. Norm says, I can't believe it, Dad. I just can't believe it. Look at that beard on the boy. The beard on this boy. I keep thinking I should trim it. Maybe get a haircut someday, but nah. What do you think, Norm? Should we go for a little cruise? I was trying to get the kid out of the house today, and you didn't want anything to do with it. So he kept running away, and he'd go hiding. But now he's like agreed to go for a truck ride. We're just gonna go see some stuff. Maybe fill up with gas. Maybe film another video comparing our beards. Oh, such a sweet boy. Yes, you are. Such a sweet boy, Norman. Yeah. Oh, but anyways, yeah, we are feeling cooped up in the house, and it's +7. It's 5:15. Yeah, we just been hanging out around the house today. Just had some bacon. Or no, we didn't have bacon today. What are you talking about, Norm? Quit lying to YouTubers. YouTubers. You too, Norm, or a cutie. We had eggs and toast. And yeah, we were just sitting in the house. I'm like, dude, we gotta go. We gotta get out of here. We gotta go see some stuff. Yeah. All right, so Farmer G and Norm going on a little adventure. It was clear blue skies, like my eyes. Keep your eyes on the skies, guys, because yeah, it was clear, and then saw a bunch of straight liney clouds in the sky behind the aeroplanes, and yeah, took a couple pictures of some weird sundogs reflecting off those clouds in the sky. And yeah, I was thinking about maybe hitting the gym today too, Norm, but it's only open till 8. We'll see. I was just doing some exercises in the kitchen, finished eating, feeling cooped up, and I was like, let's go, kid. We gotta go. We gots to go. So here we go. We're gonna take you on a little ride with us. Sound good, Norm? Sound good? Let's go on a cruise. And I'm already over 3 minutes, so this is not going to be a YouTube short. But yeah, let's see if he stays up here. Let's go see some stuff, Norm. We're going on a little cruise, and I'm hands-free, so we should be good. We'll see how long I film for. I don't know what we're going to talk about. I don't know what else we're going to talk about. You coming over? Okay, come on over. Okay, let me switch. Come over here. There. Yeah. I don't know what we're going to talk about, guys, but I don't know, maybe some worldly events. What's going on in the world? Look at that guy. Talk about what's going on in the world. I listened to a really interesting interview between Juan O'Savin and Michael Jaco. And they were talking about the whole Iran thing. And, you know, I guess Iran really is pretty evil. And all the people that they have killed all over, and all the missiles that they've shipped all over, and I don't know, maybe they really are the shit disturber of the Middle East guys. And they do need to be taken out. I don't know. I don't know anymore. I just kind of, some days I think that we're just living in this really, really weird reality. Like, what is this world that we live in? I've been looking a lot into quantum physics and the observer effect and everything else. Shot a little video there yesterday coming out of the gym, just in the parking lot, showing the skies and the planes flying by, and how I found out about the conflict in the Middle East, about it breaking out, and how I said I wasn't going to give it my energy. Because at some point you got to realize too that that's really what they're after. Oh, it's hot in here. that's really what they're after, guys. Is they're harvesting our energy and our fear, and they want us paying attention to these things, and they're going around driving these global conflicts, all this crazy stuff that's going on in the world. And it really makes you wonder about the reality that we're living in. And like, what does it all mean? What are we here for? Oh, somebody moving out. There's a coach on the street. What's this guy looking at? Huh. Wasn't me. And yeah. 126.9. We're gonna go for a little cruise, maybe up the hill. See if we get our gas any cheaper at the Petro-Canada or the Esso. Yeah, let's go to the Esso. There's a maybes. Yeah, Norm's in the video now. There's no traffic out, which is good. The sun's really bright. It's very nice. But even still, like, everything you see in the skies, guys, is SAIs, right, Norm? But yeah, getting back to the whole conflict thing and what's going on, and I know I haven't watched it, and I don't really care to watch it because, I don't know, some people really support the big T man, the orange man, you know, and I was pro him for a while, and just, you know, some of the stuff that he's doing and supporting the country that starts with an I. How the whole political system is corrupted, and the e-files, you know about the e-files, and just all the BS that's out there. You know, I don't know what to believe anymore, guys, but all I know is I've given it a lot of my energy, and if that's what they're after, I'm taking it back. We gotta take back our energy, right, Norm? This might be a really long one today, guys, because I'm feeling ranty. Farmer G rants. We're on a rant, Norm. You know, and whenever I post the things about what's going on in the sky, it gets no views. YouTube's weird that way. I don't know. I deleted all social media here a little while ago. Not on Facebook anymore. Got off LinkedIn. I had an Instagram account. I never even had the app on my phone. I was never on Instagram. But I deleted that too. I'm not on any social media except for YouTube. That's basically, I try not to turn on the TV since the Olympics. I turned on the TV when I got home from the kids' hockey game last night and watched a tiny bit of Hockey Night in Canada, like the last 4 minutes of Vancouver, Seattle. And yeah, I'm glad hockey's back. But yeah, post the Olympics, I haven't really turned the TV on. I never watched the news. I don't know how many hours of my life I wasted watching commercials. The commercials, you guys, during the Olympics. Like, they couldn't even hold the closing ceremonies and show the closing ceremonies. They were picturing commercials on one side and with the volume on for the commercials and showing the closing ceremonies on the left-hand side of the screen on mute. I'm like, we can't even get by. Oh, and there's another thing I want to talk about too, which really bugs me. Because this is Farmer G Rants time after all, right, Norm? But yeah, like, we couldn't even get through, probably for every hour of Olympics that you had the TV set to, probably 30 minutes, probably half of the time was probably commercials. And it's the same commercials over and over again. And if it wasn't, and this is where I get into my other thing, if it wasn't Ozempic, it was Wegovy, it was, I don't even know what the names of them all are, because I just roll my eyes at all these pharmaceutical commercials that are on the air. And I can't remember whatever the one it is for the flu shots. And then there's the Shinrix, the shingles one. That car's still in the ditch over there with some yellow tape on it. It's been there for about 2 weeks, week and a half at least, since the snowstorm. Which we had 2 snowstorms. One while I was going to Panorama, and another one here just the other day after they started spraying. Oh, and the moon's out, you guys. I was looking for it over out my front window. I think it's a full moon, either tomorrow or Tuesday, and we got the lunar eclipse happening tomorrow. So that should be really interesting to see. Hopefully the skies stay clear and we can see the lunar eclipse, right, Norm? Because we love the moon. There's something about the moon. We love to research the moon. The moon is fascinating. Still don't know what the moon is. I know we didn't go there, land on it. You do enough research about that, and you just kind of like shake your head about NASA not being a space agency, not a space agency, right? And the funding and the illusion and the lie that we're being told about our reality, about the moon, about government, about who's in charge, about the E-files. The E-files, right, Norm? Yeah, don't like the E-files. Like the Satanism and the satanic worship and all the other BS that's going on in this world. Like you just gotta shut it all off. Take your power back, guys. I think that's the key. Is you can't give them your energy, right, baby? You can't give them your energy. Norm likes to sit on my lap while we're driving. Yeah, he's my baby. He's my boy. Let's go see how much gas is up here. But as we climb up the hill here, yeah, there's some hazy clouds up in the sky, but otherwise it's nice blue sky today. It's +6 still. It was, I think, a high at 9 or something like that. Celsius, right? Up here in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, North America, world. Planet Earth, the plane Earth. Oh, you going to the back seat? Okay, I changed the angle. All right. Yeah, it's okay. Go back there. Yeah, you go back there. He's gonna go have a little CP's in his bedtime back there. But all the commercials during the Olympics, guys, wasn't that crazy? But the Olympics was really good. How much is gas here? 0. It's free today. So, and there's nobody at the pumps, and the sign says 0. So that Esso station is out of gas. Let's continue on. There's another one up here in this little shopping area up here that usually gets a better price than other places. It's crazy. You don't have to drive. You drive within a 10-minute radius. Sometimes the gas is as different as 10 cents a liter. So there's one in Montgomery where it's a little bit cheaper. This one back here is usually a little bit cheaper. And there's one up in here that's a little bit cheaper. Then you go to the ones that are like right on, just because they're on a more main thoroughfare. It's like 5 to 8 cents more. It's kind of crazy. But the commercials. So one of my gripes lately, and like I said, I don't turn the TV on very much. And but one of the things I do try and watch all the time is Hockey Night in Canada every Saturday night. Because I have peasant vision. I just got the old digital rabbit ear antenna. Don't have cable anymore. I got rid of that a long time ago. And I don't really watch any mainstream programming. Can't handle the commercials these days. The flashing lights, the colors, the message, you know, even the people that they're casting in these commercials. You know what I mean? Like, you never see a normal couple or a normal family anymore. And by normal, I mean just normal guys, like normal life. Like, just take a look at what you see on TV. And it's like, what are they trying to show you? What are they trying to change your belief systems on what they're showing you on the TV? And I believe so. I believe that is the agenda, that's the intent. I mean, it's television. Oh man, that's bright. This guy's coming into my lane. What are you doing? Television. They're channeling messages. They're programming, TV programming. So yeah, I don't watch TV anymore. Long and short. But I'll tell you, Hockey Night in Canada, what are you doing? Ozempic, the semi-glutide injection, which is Gila monster venom that they inject. Well, that's one of the constituents of the concoction. That's good words, eh? Oh, $129.9. So it's actually more expensive here than it was back close to home. I think it was $126.9. So we're just going to continue to drive. We don't need gas, and we don't need to pay more for gas. We're just out for a leisurely drive, shooting a video, doing a little rant, Farmer G rant. And Norm, he's just hanging out in the back seat, wondering if we're going to go to the park or not. He told me he didn't want to. He just wanted to go for a drive. So, but anyways, Hockey Night in Canada is supposed to be promoting a sport and like professional sports. And oh, he's back. And like along with professional sports, you think health and wellness. And yeah, just a healthy lifestyle. You know, why don't they have a health foods store commercial as the sponsor between the first and second period? But every time there's the Ozempic banners in the background, the Ozempic commercials, and they're forced to say brought to you by Ozempic and sponsored by Ozempic and yada yada yada. Well, what about sponsoring a healthy lifestyle and healthy eating choices and exercise, diet and exercise, right, guys? Like, but instead, they're pushing an injection which is synthetic to make you lose weight. So anyways, that's enough on that because it makes me mad, and I'm trying to, let's go straight here and go see what we see over here, Norm. Let's go see what we see over here, baby. Yeah. I'm trying to like not let the system control me and feed my emotions to the system. We gotta regain control of ourselves and our system and everything else. You know what I mean? Then I'll get into the politics. You know, conservative MPs crossing the floor over to liberal. We're gonna have a liberal. Liberals are doing backdoor deals. See, there you go. I got into politics. Liberals are doing backdoor deals, coaxing MPs over, and it goes directly against. There goes another plane with it, line behind it. They're basically coaxing these guys over with backdoor deals to join their party when we just had an election. Coming over? Come on over then. We just had an election, guys, and that's not what the people voted for. So I've said it before in videos and stuff. I don't know if I've really gone into a lot of detail, but the illusion of the democracy that we have, the democratic, you know, our democracy, it's a fucking farce. It's a total sham, guys. We don't have choice. We're never voting ourselves out of this problem. And like I said, the whole system needs to be taken down. Absolutely everyone needs to be removed. And the whole system needs to be revamped and changed. New people installed. None of this two-party system bullshit and everything else. So that's my thoughts on politics. And that's why, you know, like getting into the U.S. politics and all the people with TDS, which I used to make fun of before, Trump derangement syndrome, right? I still don't know, but I mean, so much for being the peace president, because look at Venezuela, now look at Iran, I don't know what's going on in Mexico, and Cuba. Cuba's in real trouble right now. They're in dire straits there. They're trying to do it everywhere. So, you know, I think he's just still part of the system that we don't want. Part of the system that we got to take down. And yeah, like I said, we're not voting our way out of the problem. It's this two-party system, but they're all on the same team, guys. Like George Carlin said in his stand-up a long time ago. There's a big club, and we ain't in it. Let's go up here and see what we see. Look at that moon; it's really nice. But yeah, George Carlin called it. Say that 3 times fast. George Carlin called it. George Carlin called it. George Carlin called it. Did it? Yeah. But yeah, there's a big club and we ain't in it. And when we think that all these Congress people, senators, judges, the legal system, the government, one side or the other, conservative versus liberal, it's all a divide and conquer strategy. They want to divide us, keep us arguing amongst ourselves. And this is part of the big deception as well. Oh, there's a tobogganing. All these people were out tobogganing. +6 tobogganing. It's awesome. They want us basically divided and fighting amongst ourselves, because the moment we realize that it's us, which is the vast majority, versus them, which is a tiny minority of the globalists, the cabal, whatever you want to call them, the leaders, the elites, the Laurentians, basically the people who who promote themselves, and they get into these positions, and they're chosen, you guys. They're chosen and they're placed. They're not, none of these people are like naturally rising up into power. They're all groomed into those positions. We're all taught that we should be voting for these guys to represent us, and then every time they get in, they never represent us. 128.5. So it's $1.50 cheaper way up here in the suburb area compared to a shopping area. Interesting. But yeah, we're basically fooled. We're fooled, and we're fools for being fooled. Who was it that said it's easier to fool the people than it is to convince them that they've been fooled? And how true is that? How true? How true, right, Norm? Yeah, it's very true. Because yeah, we're just sleepwalking, and all the sleepers, and people, like, if we realize what's actually going on, and we stood up together and took our power back and took control, maybe we could turn things around. I don't know if it's too late to turn things around, or if we're just destined to basically fail. I don't know where this goes. Let's go see where this goes. I don't know if we're destined to fail and then there's going to be a reset, or if there's any way that we can combine forces, stop fighting amongst ourselves, and take our power back and take these guys out. Take them out of power, take them out of control, get rid of the government, get rid of this digital surveillance system, get rid of the economic and societal control that they have planned for us. You could go on and on. They want us living in 15-minute cities in our little boxes, and they don't want us to eat the meat, and they want to count our carbon credits, and they want to have us driving electric vehicles, which they can turn off anytime, and limit our mobility, limit our freedoms, censorship, Bill C8, Bill C9, all these things, guys. It's not for our benefit, and just like I don't even want to talk about it. The other thing that's going on, that's all over the news, and it's about the things that they want to take away from us. Well, yeah, just everyone needs to wake up and no one should be complying to that bullshit. Peaceful non-compliance until it can't be peaceful anymore, because they're not going down without a fight, you guys. Like, just look at what happened during the trucker convoy. Oh, here's another gas station come up. I don't even know where we are right now. We're just driving. Oh, there's another one. Lines in the skies. Lines in the skies, Norm. Anyways, this could end up being a really long video, but yeah, it's been a while since Norm and I have published a long one talking, and this one won't get any views because we're talking about stuff that 127.8. Huh. Up in the boonies. Holy sun. I love it. But it's kind of hard to see with the glare. Everything's melting. We had tons of snow. I only had to get the blower out twice. But, where are we? Nirvana Point Estate. Huh! Wonder if it's Nirvana in there. I don't know. just seems like kind of like suburb hell to me. Is that nirvana? I don't know. Maybe you're in your nirvana where you're just clueless to what's going on. I lived in the suburbs for 20 years here in Calgary, and then I made a move to a smaller, older community. Downsized the house, living in a little 1956 bungalow, downsized. And I still got a bunch of shit in boxes and Tupperwares and everything in my garage that I've never even unpacked because I didn't have room for it. And there's only like a handful. I probably count on one hand the number of things that I'm actually missing. There's my engineering ring. My little pinky ring is somewhere in there. And my Harley Davidson Zippo lighter, which I've never even added fuel to, but I want to put it on my dresser on display because it's beautiful and it's like a little piece of artwork. Where are we here? Oh, I know where we are. Okay, we're gonna go back. Actually, we're gonna go straight. Anyways, I could probably count on one hand the number of things that I'm missing, or that I wish I knew where they were, that it's in that garage. So I got to get in there. I've been in my house for over 2 years now. I got to get in there and declutter, donate, and I'm looking for another D word, but I don't know, like trash and yard sale, a bunch of stuff. I keep saying I'm gonna have a yard sale. Maybe I should turn some of those. I mean, 'cause there's a lot of stuff in there. I hate just to donate it. Like, I got tons of stuff in there that I could get some good money for because I paid good money for it. I probably got like a box that retail probably is $1,000 in Nerf guns and ammo from when the kids were young. But yeah, I should either throw them on Kijiji, not on Facebook anymore, and I've never used Facebook Marketplace, but Kijiji I could do. Put them on Kijiji and sell that stuff, or have a yard sale. And yeah, I could probably make $1,000. You know, it's not necessarily about the money. It's about taking the weight off my shoulders of the stuff that's out there and not having to worry about it and just regaining my space. Every time I go out there to do a little bit of work or hang out in the garage, because that's the kind of guy I am. You know, I gotta like tiptoe around the Mustang and the Harley to get to the other side, even just to look for anything. Every time the kids want something, I'm like, yep, I got that. It's like a mission. We go out to the garage. Like for last week's game, my oldest wanted a Canada jersey to wear out to the pub because he had reservations for 6 in the morning to go to watch the game. I watched it. I set the alarm and watched it on the couch. But, you know, so we go out there and it's like in my hockey bag, in my skating bag. Well, you got to move about 10 things to get access to it, and it's just annoying and it's pissing me off. So I got to fix that area, regain my space, and yeah, get rid of a bunch of shit that I just don't need. Because realizing where the next stage of my life is going, I watch like decluttering videos on YouTube and stuff, and they're pretty good, and I get motivated and I go out there and, you know, I spend a little bit of time, but it's frustrating when everything's in your way all the time. It's a hard job to get rid of a lot of old sentimental type stuff. Like there's a lot of stuff out there from kids, but you know, and you think, oh, I should keep this, wait for grandkids and everything else, which I can't believe. I still feel young, but according to the color of my beard, I'm not so young anymore, right? But I think, okay, like the kids' original snowboards, for example, it's like, well, I should keep them or turn them into shelves or save them for the grandkids. And I'm like, well, how many more years am I going to store this stuff for before it's going to get used? And should I just sell it, get rid of it, give it away? Give it away to someone less fortunate that needs this stuff. And I already know every time I do a little bit of a declutter that I feel lighter. I feel relief. It's relieving to get rid of this stuff. To know that, you know, I don't have this stuff hanging over my head anymore, and you know, really, I'd like my life to, you know, when I'm ready to go and do what I want to do and travel and see some stuff, I don't want to have to deal with it then. I want to do a van up, and I want to prepare or get a truck camper and go exploring, you know, take off for months at a time and not have all this fucking clutter that I need to worry about. So anyways, it's a big decluttering time in my life. This spring, this is the year, Norm. This is the year, okay? We're gonna do it. Do it, Dad, he says. Gotta do it. Do it. Declutter and free up space for the more important things that we want to do. And then I know as soon as I do it that it's gonna be like, well, why didn't I do this before? Why didn't I do this sooner? And it's like, well, yeah, you know, but it'll get done. I'm motivated now. I'm just gonna get done. And here we've come full circle. We're gonna come back down our main road here again. Let's go get some gas for $0, Norm. We should go in there and be like, yes, we need $0 gas, please. Can you go up there? Okay. But yeah, I've ranted. I've gone on long enough. I guess. What do we take out of this? What's the main message today? The main message today is about taking our power back. Taking our power back, and focusing on creating our own internal best reality that we can. So that's deep. It's deep thoughts by Farmer G. And I know I still keep saying I'm going to do my compilations, and every time I sit down at the laptop, I guess if you can't see what's going on in the skies by now and be mad about it, is me putting together a 2-hour-long video showing all the pictures I've taken throughout the years and videos, or putting together 30 individual 3-minute shorts showing all the pictures that I've taken. Is anyone going to watch them? Is anyone going to look up at the sky? Because yeah, I don't know if these are all just NPCs walking around or what, or why people aren't wising up to this, but I mean, there's more and more news about it all the time. The UK is talking about investing hundreds of millions of dollars in spraying the skies to block out the sun, to control global warming, climate change, which is the biggest scam on humanity. And incidentally, guys, if carbon's the problem, CO2 is the problem, just go back to your grade 5 science. And what is like carbon is plant food gas, like carbon dioxide plus sunlight equals photosynthesis. Then you add water and you get a green planet and trees and everything. Like, if you're still listening to these globalists who are mowing down hundreds, if not thousands of acres of rainforest to build a road into their climate summits, this is true, like they did it. If you think that these guys have the planet's best interest, or yours and mine and yours best interest in Norm, if you think that they have our best interest at heart, well, they all fly around in their private jets and tell us that we need to drive electric vehicles and live in these 15-minute cities, and we need to rewild the land and everything, all this other bullshit. Like, you need to take a look in the mirror and understand that you have been, it's easier to fool the people than it is to convince them that they've been fooled. Just keep that in mind. And if you repeat a big enough lie enough, it becomes truth, right? So anyways, I think I'm going to end it here, guys. Gas is still zero. They're out. We're heading back to our home territory, and we're going to go maybe to Bonus Park and get Norm out for a little walkerinos. And yeah, I'm going to end it here. Gave you a lot to think about, a lot of rants. Sorry, I'm driving, and I know I kind of jump around a lot, but that's how my mind works. There's a lot going on up here. Oh, butthole. There's a lot going on in the old brain upstairs, and I think it's time to take control and clear out the clutter, both physically and mentally and spiritually. And take back control, guys. Take back control of your life. Turn off the TV. Get outside in nature. Don't take Ozempic. and eat healthy and exercise. I've been going to the gym. I've got my routine down where, yeah, I am going to go to the gym tonight, but you know, I buy a 2-week membership at a time, and then I'm gone out of town for a week, and I got a free gym where I go, and then I do some working out at home, and I tell you, my body is responding phenomenally. I've done a video, I didn't get a lot of views on it, but where I talk about my healing journey and trying to avoid 2 knee surgeries and a hip surgery, and you know, a misaligned spine, whether you want to call it scoliosis, it's all a combination of overcompensation due to old sports injuries. I broke my left knee playing hockey when I was young, and I healed bow-legged, and that wore out my hip. I've torn ACL my right knee from skiing. I've dislocated my left shoulder playing hockey, and now as we get older, all of these old injuries, you know, and arthritis and wearing down of joints and everything, it all comes back to bite us in the ass. And I'm on a self-healing journey. I started a book, and I shouldn't even talk about it because it's probably something that will take me years to write or whatever. But I'm gonna write a book about my healing journey and everything that I've changed in my life, and which goes along with the spiritual awakening. You know, and I started off pretty early in this conversation talking about, you know, the quantum physics aspect of the reality that we live in, the observer effect, looking into what Tesla taught about, if you want to know our true reality, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. Dr. Bruce Lipton, the biology of belief. Dr. Joe Dispenza, Dr. Gabor Mate, I can't remember which is his first name, which is his last name. But yeah, there's tons of resources and stuff out there, and there's so many things that a person can do to affect their own health and wellness. And yeah, I think maybe I need to document my journey, guys. It's and grounding is huge. Frequencies, healing frequencies and sounds, numbers, sunlight is so important for us. Sun gazing, I do sun gazing now. Yeah, there's so many things. Anyways, I could go on and on, but I've even gone on and on after I said I was going to sign off. But we're pulling over the bridge here. We're going to head into the park and take Norm for a little tour, and then go home and have some din, and yeah, go to the gym. I don't know. I think that's it for today, guys. Love you all. Farmer G and Norm signing off, and we will see you soon. Take care, guys. Bye for now.